Hello, I'm Michael Lakin. In the last programme you saw me painting the Snowdrop. I'm now going to carry on and finish the painting. Okay then, we're in the third stage, which is called crossovers, which means that we darken the areas where the leaves cross, where the petals cross, to put them in position. Remember, we want this image to look three-dimensional. What I'm going to do is use some neutral tint, which is a shadow colour, and mix with the original mix of green so that it really darkens. We're mixed in a separate palette so that we might need to go back into the other green, so I'll just mix them separately. I usually mix it with the green because then it gradually changes from the green to the neutral tint, because in some areas we'll just use neutral tint. So again, it's a subtle change. Same brush, number 2. I'm going to start with the backs of these outer leaves, the backs of the leaves. And so I'm starting just in this area, really accurate, to put this leaf at the back of this leaf, which is in front. So that is done by this darker colour. I'm just grading that out, like that. We're going into this one down here, which is behind the one in front. So I can just go in that corner there and a little bit there. As I've said before, with small studies, you just be careful not to lose your form on everything that's there. It's easy to do when you start and do this crossover work. We can go back in again, which I will do once we've got some paint on. Now down here, between these two, the back of this one, this also wants to be in shadow. You can bring that right down into there. But don't paint over the midrib. The midrib will be washed over, but not yet. So we'll just keep that nice and tidy and work here. Although it's on the same leaf, it does, in actual fact, the leaf does twist, so it crosses over. So we're going to put some dark in this little area here to lift what's on top. So we're actually moving components in the right position. So we can just put some there. It's very dark in that corner. Again, use your tip of your brush, get really accurate, and then it will do its job. Down near the stem, the leaf is behind the stem, and so we need this dark area here to show that. Again, don't lose your highlight. We also need a dark area, and we need just the neutral tint on its own, very thin again, without the green, in this area here at the back of the petal. So just bring that in there, but only a small amount. Do not put too much in. We just need that small amount there. Grade it out into the rest of the petal, and that puts the inner petal where it should be, innermost. We're now using a little bit more just underneath this petal here, but mainly higher up, not near the tip here, because that will catch more light. I'll just grade that out into the white at the base. Okay, so not too much. If you go in increments, then you'll do a better job. If you go in with thick paint, you've lost it, and you'll have a heavy grey flower. So we don't want that. At the back of this petal, we can go just that little bit darker, just here, just to soften the edge again. Remember, get on that edge with your water, very important. So there we go. Now here, where the stem goes at the back of the sepal, that also will have a little overlap, but we'll go back to the one that's got the green in it. So we'll have a gradual change, not a harsh change of tone, and we'll do it just gradually there. So there we go. Now this is dry, so we can go again straight back in, same mixture, slightly stronger. Don't be afraid, it looks dark, it should be. So just grade that up there, right into that point, really into that point there, so it's really sharp, and then down here. Note I'm still using my piece of tissue with my hand on it, just to keep everything clean. A little bit more on the where the stem meets the leaves. Put that in position and make it so we can distinguish what it is. Okay, just bring that up. Don't lose your highlight again. Still, you need that little highlight there. And I'm just going to go back in just that little bit darker, right up in this top corner. Remember, it's the darks that lift the lights. So if you've got those darks in the right place, it will lift the lights and make them look much lighter. And that's working quite well up there. Just a little bit sharper in this corner here. There we go. And a little bit sharper in the stem. It dries very quickly, and I didn't quite go dark enough, but that doesn't matter. You don't want to start to lift in little areas like this, else you'll have a job. You'll never take the paint. You'll take the paint off, but you'll take too much off. We don't want to do that. So just go in a little bit at a time, and you'll be fine. Okay, that completes the crossover stage, the third stage. So we'll just let that dry now.